Text. For centuries, a legendary network of paths snaked across vast continents, weaving together disparate worlds. This was the Silk Road, not a single road, but a complex web of routes that facilitated the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures between the East and the West. Text. Its name, coined in the 19th century, derives from the most prized commodity that traveled its length, silk. This lustrous fabric, a closely guarded secret of ancient China, captivated the Roman Empire and beyond, becoming a symbol of luxury and status. Text. But the Silk Road carried far more than just silk. Spices, precious metals, gemstones, textiles, and even exotic animals made their arduous journeys, driven by the insatiable human desire for the new and the rare. Text. The routes stretched from Chang'an, the ancient capital of China, across forbidding deserts and towering mountain ranges, to the shores of the Mediterranean Sea and the heart of Europe. Text. These journeys were perilous, fraught with dangers from bandits, harsh weather, and disease. Merchants and their caravans relied on oasis towns and fortified caravanserais for rest, supplies, and protection. Text. The Han Dynasty in China, during its golden age, played a crucial role in establishing and securing sections of the Silk Road, pushing westward to expand its influence and trade. Text. As the Han Dynasty waned, other powers rose to prominence, including the Kushan Empire, which controlled vital Central Asian crossroads and fostered a vibrant exchange of ideas. Text. The Sasanian Empire in Persia also became a major intermediary, profiting immensely from controlling key routes and facilitating trade between the East and Byzantium. Text. Beyond material goods, the Silk Road was a conduit for something far more profound, the exchange of knowledge, philosophies, and religions. Text. Buddhism, originating in India, spread eastward along these routes, transforming cultures and art styles from Central Asia to China and eventually Japan. Text. Christianity, in its Nestorian form, also found its way eastward, establishing communities in Persia, Central Asia, and even as far as China. Text. Islam, emerging in the 7th century, rapidly spread across the Middle East and Central Asia, becoming a dominant cultural and religious force along many Silk Road arteries. Text. Scientific and technological innovations also traveled. Paper making, gunpowder, and the compass, developed in China, eventually made their way west, revolutionizing societies. Text. Conversely, Hellenistic art and science, mathematical concepts from India, and knowledge of glassmaking from the Roman world influenced Eastern cultures. Text. The Tang Dynasty, often considered a high point for the Silk Road, presided over a period of unprecedented cosmopolitanism and cultural exchange in Chang'an. Text. Foreigners, diplomats, monks, and merchants mingled freely, contributing to a rich tapestry of languages, customs, and artistic expressions within the imperial capital. Text. However, the very success of the Silk Road also brought its share of troubles, most notably the spread of devastating diseases. Text. The Black Death, which ravaged Europe in the 14th century, is believed to have traveled along these very trade routes, carried by infected fleas on rats aboard merchant ships and caravans. Text. The rise of new powers and shifting political landscapes began to disrupt the traditional routes. The Mongol Empire, while once unifying vast stretches, eventually fractured. Text. The Ottoman Empire consolidated control over crucial western sections, sometimes imposing heavy tolls and altering trade flows. Text. Perhaps the most significant blow came with the Age of Discovery. European maritime powers sought direct sea routes to Asia, bypassing the land-based Silk Road entirely. Text. The sea offered faster, more predictable, and often cheaper transport for bulk goods, gradually rendering the ancient overland routes less economically viable. Text. By the 15th and 16th centuries, the grand caravans of the Silk Road had largely faded into history, their bustling oases and trading posts becoming quiet relics. Text. Yet, the legacy of the Silk Road endured. It had irrevocably linked distant civilizations, fostering an unprecedented era of exchange that shaped art, religion, science, and the very fabric of global culture. Text. The echoes of those ancient journeys can still be felt today, in the shared histories, the blended traditions, and the interconnectedness that defines our modern world. Text. The Silk Road reminds us that throughout history, the movement of goods and people has been a powerful catalyst for progress, understanding, and the enduring exchange of human experience. Text. The Maya civilization, with its peaks of brilliance and its enigmatic decline, invites us to ponder the cyclical nature of history and the enduring power of human adaptation. Text. Their legacy is not just in the stones they left behind, but in the living cultures that continue their traditions, carrying forward a story that has spanned millennia.